welcome back to A Game of Fangs of Thrones. My name's Hannah, and this is a weekly reading vlog, but not just any weekly reading vlog. This is the Vampathon weekly reading vlog. So Vampathon, if you weren't aware, is the readathon that Jodie and somebody else, I think, are hosting, which runs from the 22nd of October, which is today, up to the 31st of October, which is Halloween and Sunday. So this vlog will run throughout there, and also on Halloween weekend, I have it all wrote down here, Halloween weekend, so that's the 27th to the 31st, 29th to the 31st, sorry. So the Monday to the Friday is Camp Halloween from Olivia Reads a Latte. Now, if you saw Friday's video, you'll know that I have a very ambitious TBR for that. So, Vampathon, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. A lot, and some of the books that were on my Vampathon TBR have been taken off and just added to November's TBR as well, because I asked Sean to pick me some and he picked off the list. So I think some of them have moved over to normal monthly TBR. So I am still reading A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses. I think I rated ACOTAR 4 or 5 star, I can't quite remember, but this one is the sequel to that. It is the what happens after the happily ever after, and Thera has gone through some changes at the end of the book. She's learnt, she's matured, and has gone through some physical changes. This is a sequel, so I'm trying to be vague, even though I think everybody at least knows about these books. With ACOTAR starting life as a, I think it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So this is the sequel after Thera saves the day. You know, after the happily ever after of A Court of Thorns and Roses, she has to deal with the trauma and the events of ACOTAR and make good on her promises that she made. So this is quite a heavy book. It does have, I think it does have triggers, but for a full list you are best off reading some more not own voices, but just be wary of potential triggers. Read some Goodreads reviews, things like that. I don't tend to get triggered by a lot of things, if any, so I don't tend to notice them unless they are pointed out to me. But I am really enjoying that. I'm on page 382, which is chapter 40, and I think there's 624, yeah, this is a 624 page book, so I am getting there. And if anybody is interested, where did I put my bullet journal? This is the prompt for supernatural paranormal romance, I believe. Yeah, excuse me. Paranormal / supernatural romance. So I'm getting there, and I only have the last book on October's TBR was Hexed. Yeah, it was Hexed. So we have that, and my book buying ban is still holding up, but I do have a £10 gift card on £10 voucher on Waterstones from my card, so that's burning a hole, shall we say. And the exception to this was my book boxes, as I explained in last week's vlog when I unboxed the Book Box Club, and today I'm unboxing my Illumicrate. Now, I have already opened this because it came when I was at work. I'm working from home this week, and I have no chill. So I know what's in here, and I was very happy with the content. So we're just going to quickly run through it. So the theme for this month was Revenge is Sweeter. This is just the spoiler card. So I do know what's in here, so we will just refer to it as we go. So first off, we have a set of measuring cups. I don't want to get much in the box. Oh, I'm so sorry about that rattle. Anti-ASMR. So these are Revenge is Sweet measuring cups. Artwork by No One Designs, and they are inspired by Caraval. I do like Caraval actually. So I think this pattern, this design must be on all of the boxes. So you've got a quarter cup, a third a cup, half a cup, and 1 cup. And for my non-American viewers, like myself, it does have the milliliters on them as well. We have this gorgeous candle, which says, sorry, I've just had my tea and I'm conscious of like crumbs. But this is the candle for the Convergence by Amelia's Kitchen Candles, and it is honey and cinnamon. There's the label, and it's just this very nice buttery creamy yellow, and I'm trying to think what it smells like, because it smells like coffee shop, but a very particular brand. It smells like my caramel lattes that I sometimes get, just with a little bit of sweetness. And then this is inspired by Black Sun, created by Amelia's Kitchen Candles, label by No One Designs. I do have Black Sun, I just haven't read it yet. Next is the mug by Rosie Thorne, and this is called You Deal with the Devil, and I can't get into it. And it features a tablecraft design inspired by Kingdom of the Wicked. And this is very pretty. And I think my tripod is on an angle, so just bear with. So we have that. I do really like these mugs, they are such high quality. We'll just put that there. And then we have a Made of Memories book organizer, and designed by Fez Inkwright at Rose Butter. And I think this is probably inspired by either not Circe, but the other one, Song of Achilles, because it looks very Greek. Oh, I'm sorry about the noise, but I haven't unwrapped everything. Then we have the book, but we'll talk about that later. We have a print, and I do like this one. It is Revenge of the Witches print, inspired by Witches Steeped in Gold, featuring our main characters Aurea and Jasmine. I haven't read Witches Steeped in Gold yet, but it is on my Vampathon TBR. And this was by, and I apologise if I get this wrong, but Toyin Ajantunobi. I am sorry if I mispronounced that. But I think this will go up on the wall there. Oh, I think there. We'll put that on the wall just there. I'll do that after I finish this update and put everything away. Then we have our pin by Stacey McAvoy Cohn. As always, Illumicate have a pin, monthly collector's pin that is inspired by the book of the month. And here it is. I'm trying to hide the title, but it looks like a little phoenix. The doesn't have a title on it. It's just inspired by the book of the month, which we have just here, and I have seen it, but it's very pretty. And we have stenciled edges. It did come with a signed book plate, which I've already stuck in the book. Just here. And this is Iron Widow by Shiran J. Zhao. This has the embossing on the cover. I've already showed you the sprayed edges, the under dust jacket art. I don't think it has any. No, it doesn't have any exclusive content, but which I think I saw this on a BuzzFeed. I just can't stop looking. It's so pretty. It's a phoenix, and beautiful. You've been living a dream for long enough. Welcome to your nightmare. The boys of Huaxia dream of the celebrity status that comes with piloting chrysalises, giant transforming robots that battle the aliens beyond the Great Wall. Their female co-pilots are expected to serve as concubines and sacrifice their lives. When 18-year-old Zishan offers herself up as a concubine pilot, her plan is to assassinate the ace male pilot responsible for her sister's death. But on miraculously emerging from the cockpit unscathed after her first battle, she is declared an Iron Widow, the most feared pilot of all. Now that Zishan has had a taste of power, she sets her sights on bigger things. The time has come to stop more girls from being sacrificed. The Handmaid's Tale meets Pacific Rim in this dazzling blend of Chinese history and mecha science fiction, and that sounds very interesting. I just love the cover. Can I just display the cover, but I don't have any room for displaying, which is a shame. But yeah, that's the Illumicrate book for the Illumicrate box for October. September's. No, this is October. Where's September? I can't tell the months. It's September, October, November. Wake up, Hannah. So, November's theme is Death and Fortune. Our November theme is Death and Fortune. The two go hand in hand. Those who seek great fortune dance with death, and sometimes fortune can come in the form of death. Our featured book this month is a YA standalone. Once upon a time, there was a horrible girl. Having stolen the life of a princess to avoid the terrible future presented by her adopted godmother's death and fortune, the girl is only one heist away from freedom when she crosses the wrong guard. Cursed, the girl must pull off her biggest job yet if she wants to save her own life. We were obsessed with this main character, her relationships with other characters, and how their plan comes together. I think this might be Margaret Owen's new book. Is it called Little Thieves? I think it might be that one. Our Illumicrate edition comes with all exclusive cover, full colour printing on the hardback, stenciled and sprayed edges, and will come with a signed book plate. As always, both the full box and book only subscriptions will come with a matching pin designed by Stacey. Fandoms this month are the Scorpio races. Red, really enjoyed. The Hobbit, read, really enjoyed. Under the Whispering Door, haven't read yet, don't own. And She Who Became the Sun, own, haven't read yet. This box contains a fabric book jacket designed by Kohami, and it also contains the next in our Greek mythology teacup collection. I do love those teacups, they're just so delicate. I'm scared to do anything. I have one sort of just there. You can't see it, but I have one just behind my big massive Nightmare Before Christmas wax warmer. This one is inspired by the main character in a featured book. This is the anniversary box, and as usual gone all out to bring you a truly stunning book and collection of items. So that's that. I think the only box I have left to arrive is Fairy Loot. That's it for this update. It was only meant to be a quick one, and we're 15 minutes already. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so it is now Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. I've just filmed my November TBR, as you can see by the stack of books there. The vlog will probably be out after the TBR video anyway, so I don't mind showing you. So I just have those to put away. But what I did want to talk to you guys about was A Court of Mist and Fury, which is all the way back here, and I reach it. Yes, I reach it. And this is, I think I gave this synopsis, but this is the second book in the Akatar series, or A Court of Thorns and Roses, following Feyre, who in the first book accidentally kills a wolf, who happens to be a fae in animal shape, animal clothing, and is taking to... I just finished it and I cannot remember the names. She's taken to the Feylands to atone for that, but then in classic Beauty and the Beast fashion, she falls in love with her captor, and he's under a curse. She tries to break the curse, but in doing so she makes a deal with Rhys, who has his own reasons for being there, and this explores the trauma of what Feyre went through, and obviously explores why Rhys was there and made her bargain, make the bargain she did. But this got 4 stars. It did take me a while to get through, and it wasn't that I wasn't enjoying it, it just took a while to get through. And in case you're wondering, this for Vampathon, this fills the prompt for paranormal or supernatural romance. I have 2 squares filled in for this because, as you know, I actually started Vampathon last week just to give myself a chance. So we have this one. Like I say, gave it 4 stars. We'll be continuing with the series, if only because the covers, the fantasy covers are normally dark. The Sarah J. Maas covers are bright and pretty and colourful, so they give a bit of light and colour and cheer to my shelves. And I need to stop rambling. The book that I'm going to be reading next is Hexed. It's right here. Ta-da! By Julia Tufts, and this follows Jessie Jones, who has just discovered she is a witch. She's just discovered she has powers, but can she use them to take down the toxic boys who rule her school, or is she totally hexed? So that tells you what prompt this is going to fill, but it's going to fill set in a school at least, and I don't know if you can tell, but I have had to put my bedroom light on, so it may also fit for read a book in the dark, depending on when I actually get around to starting this, because I have to put these back in the cute little bags that I have them in until Sunday, when I can put them on the actual TBR trolley, which at the moment has my Vampathon books on. And I think that's it for this update. It's a short one, but it is only Wednesday and I just finished a sequel, so I can't really talk to you again about sequels without spoilers, really, can I? How do you guys talk about sequels without spoiling it? But yeah, I think that's it for this update. And talk to you again soon, probably. Okay, it's Thursday. Yep, it's Thursday. And last night I told you that I was going to be reading Hexed by Julia Tufts. I finished it, but it was too late to tell you what I thought of it there, so I've had a chance to sleep on it. And on Crawpile, It did come out at a 4-star. Let me just double check. Yeah, it did come out at a 4-star, which it was a fun, enjoyable read. It had some really important messages about patriarchy, that's the word I was looking for. And it was quite funny in places, but dark humour. Did enjoy Jessie as a character. She was snarky, she was a little bit selfish, she learned and she got her own back. I do have to say that one or two of the characters didn't seem as developed as the others, but this is Julia's debut, so we can't be too critical of that, but it was a very good, solid read, and I am looking forward to seeing what else she comes up with. So, while I was reading that, and because it is now Thursday, I did decide to change up the prompts, change up the books for Vampathon to try and get that line, at least. So the green books are all the books I've read. Orange is also one I've read, it's just the orange highlighter ran out, so I had to switch to green. So, the book Hexed was read for set in a school, but as I read it, I realised it also covered supernatural main character. Jessie discovers she is a witch. Blood is used as magic. The witch's powers are tied to their menstrual cycle. Read a book in the dark. It gets dark here at 6 o'clock and I read that all night. I think that one counts. And witchy vibes, obviously. It's a book about people coming into their power. So, that's 4 stars. The next book I'm going to be reading is Dread Nation. That gets me my line for Vampathon. It hits the prompt at the moment just for blood on the cover, but we'll see what, if anything else, it fits when I read it. And I have been gift buying. I have started and nearly finished my Christmas shopping, so I decided to treat myself and break the book buying ban, kind of. I had enough points on my Waterstones card to get me a £10 off, and I just contributed to the rest of this. And I got The Last Graduate, which is book 2 or lesson 2 of the Scholomance by Naomi Novik. I have the Illumicrate edition of book 1 where the colours are inverted. So I can't really tell you much about this, it's just green underneath, it's just the standard edition. So I can't really tell you much about this with it being the sequel, but it just says return to the Scholomance and face an even deadlier graduation in the stunning sequel to the groundbreaking Sunday Times bestselling A Deadly Education. And this is full of praise. We have the quote from Catherine Arden, Holly Black, Kieran Millward Hargrave, Stephanie Garber, and then Daily Mail and BuzzFeed. But from what I remember, the Scholomance follows Elle, who is a loner in a school that is trying to kill her. All of the magic users are band together in this school to try and learn the magic, but the magic encourages these creatures, and to graduate the students have to battle their way out of this room, this floor that is full of monsters. I did really enjoy the character of Elle, and I was really intrigued about the world. The writing style wasn't entirely to my taste, but I did persevere with it. I think Becca from Becca in Books has the same opinion, but this is a very conversational tone, and this book is, you do the page shut without trying to stop yourself, don't you? 388 pages long, so it shouldn't take too long. And it was the only book I bought, I swear. So I just want, with it being Thursday, I just want to put my TBR, get that ready and get that processing ready for you to watch tomorrow. which is also spa day tomorrow. Well, spa trip day. So I'm just going to love you and leave you for tonight. It's Friday. I'm in a hotel room. Big and look. Whee! Make you dizzy. Because I am at Sleenley Hall. I'm at a spa weekend. Got my face. Here we go. I'm at a spa for my sister's birthday. And I got a room to myself. But anywho, I did get my nails done. We have a dark ombre, a light ombre, and then glitter. So in terms of the book reading, I did start Dread Nation. I got to about chapter 7. Please excuse this, I've been in the spa. I've been swimming. So yeah, I got to chapter 7 and I'm really enjoying it so far. It is a really quick, fast-paced read, and I can't remember what prompted it for film because I don't have it with me. I don't have my bullet journal with me, but that's that. Did I tell you what Dread Nation was about? I don't think so. But basically this follows Jane, who is a POC character. She is described as Negro in the book, which is set after the Confederate War, when the dead have risen as zombies, but they're not called zombies in this, they are called shamblers, and the Negro and Indian children are being sent to these camps to learn how to kill the shamblers. In the school that Jane is at, she has the option to become an attendant, which basically means she would be the female bodyguard of a white girl. And there seems to be some sort of conspiracy happening, just starting, so things are getting good. I am enjoying it, and I'll probably tell you more about it later, if I remember. So I'm just about to head out, but I thought I'd give you a outfit of the evening. So I haven't read anything else, but I thought I'd give you a look. So it's now Sunday. I'm popping in to give a final update and to close out the vlog. So I'm just sitting here with my laptop ready to upload and edit. I have YouTube on in the background to catch up on my booktube, and I have things uploading pretty much everywhere. Why have you paused? That's why. Needed the Wi-Fi. Anywho, I've been working my way through A Dread Nation by Justina Ireland. Did I give you a synopsis for this one? I'm not sure if I did, but basically this follows Jane, who is a coloured individual. She's POC, and she is in a world where the dead are rising, but they are called shamblers, and because of some re-education, Negro and Indian re-education law, she's been sent to a Miss Preston School of Combat for Negro girls. So she's trained in both weaponry and etiquette, because that's apparently all she's good for in the eyes of the government. But she and her friend Catherine, never Kate, Catherine, who is passing, meaning she's fair and could pass for white, is involved in, they find this conspiracy, and that's pretty much all I can tell you, but it is very good. It is very easy to read, very quick. Wouldn't say it's a thriller so much as just a book that has zombies. It doesn't seem to focus on the shamblers that much. But I'm on page 306 out of 444, so I'll probably finish that tonight. And that does give me, I believe, at least a line in Vampathon. Let me just check my bullet journal. Yeah, I get a line because I've read a book in the dark, read a book with witchy vibes, and a book set in a school. So that's that. And don't really think I could get anything else out of it, but to be honest, I have got my line, so I'm happy. And it counts in Camp Weekend Ween as book with a group of teenage main characters, because Jane, I believe, is 17. So her friends must be around the same age, because this way it goes, isn't it? But the book buying ban, like I say, it's well and truly over. On Thursday, I bought The Last Graduate by Naomi Novik, and then yesterday, when I was waiting, I went into Waterstones and Forbidden Planet, and I picked up a few books. I only picked up 5. The first 2 were buy one get one half price in Waterstones. I picked up the Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the sequel to the Inheritance games, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I absolutely adored it. So this is the sequel. And I can't tell you much because obviously it is a sequel. But Avery has been left a fortune by an enigmatic billionaire called Tobias Hawthorne, and nobody knows why. Then we also have How Not to Be a Vampire by Katie Birchall. I think I saw this on Jade's channel. It's a spooky-ish middle grade. Never go into Skeleton Woods, not if you want to come out alive, that is. Maggie Helsby isn't afraid of spooky legends, and she's willing to prove it. But when she agrees to a dare to venture into the forest, she doesn't expect to find 1. A creepy castle enchanted against humans. 2. A vegetarian vampire who wants to be her friend. 3. An ancient book naming her as the latest of the Helsby slayers. Can Maggie persuade her family, her new human friends, and the greedy Mayor Cauliflower that their nocturnal neighbours need protecting just as much as they do? Or will her neck be on the line? Featuring fluffy bats, creaking coffins, and lashings of tomato ketchup. I might ask Sean to read this one because he loves his tomato ketchup. This book will have you howling with laughter. Then I picked up a couple from Forbidden Planet because I'm terrible. But we have Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha and Young. Leigh is a member of the paper caste, the lowest and most persecuted class of people in Ikara. 10 years ago her mother was snatched by the royal guards and her fate remains unknown. Now the guards are back, and this time it's Leigh thereafter, the girl with the golden eyes whose rumoured beauty has piqued the king's interest. Over weeks of training in the opulent but oppressive palace, Leigh and 8 other girls learn the skills and charms that befit a king's consort. There Leigh does the unthinkable, she falls in love. Her forbidden romance becomes enmeshed with an explosive plot that threatens her world's entire way of life, and Leigh, still the wide-eyed country girl at heart, must decide how far she's willing to go for justice and revenge. Heard nothing but good things about that one. And then we have The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. I didn't realise how junky this was. In modern day New York, magic is all but extinct. The remaining few who have an affinity for magic and mages live in the shadows, hiding who they are. Any magus who enters Manhattan becomes trapped by the brink, a dark energy barrier that confines them to the island. Crossing it means losing their power, and often their lives. Excuse me. Esther is a talented thief, and she's been raised to steal magical artifacts from the sinister order that created the brink. With her innate ability to manipulate time, Esther can pilfer from the past, collecting these artifacts before the order even realises she's there. And all of Esther's training has been for one final job, travelling back to 1902 to steal an ancient book containing the secrets of the order and the brink, before the magician can destroy it and doom the magus to a hopeless future. But old New York is a dangerous world, ruled by ruthless gangs and secret societies, a world where the very air crackles with magic. Nothing is as it seems, including the magician himself. And for Esther to save her future, she may have to betray everyone in the past. And the last book was Nicole Jarvis's The Lights of Prague, which has a very cool cover. In the quiet streets of Prague, all manner of mysterious creatures lurk in the shadows. Unbeknownst to its citizens, their only hope against a tide of predators are the dauntless lamplighters, secret elite monster hunters whose light staves off the darkness each night. Demek Miska leads a life teeming with fraught encounters with the worst kind of evil. Peachavis? Bloodthirsty and soulless vampire creatures. Despite this, Demek finds solace in the moments spent in the company of his friend, the clever and beautiful Lady Aura Fisherova, a widow with secrets of her own. When Demek finds himself stalked by the spirit of the White Lady, a ghost who haunts the baroque halls of Prague Castle, he stumbles across the sentient essence of the Will-o'-the-Wisp, captured in a mysterious container. Now, as its bearer, Demek wields its power, but the Wisp, known for leading travellers to their deaths, will not be so easily controlled. After discovering a conspiracy against Pishavish, that could see them unleash terror on the daylight world, Demek finds himself in a race against those who aim to twist alchemical science for their own dangerous gain. So that's the books that I bought, and hopefully that's all I buy this month. But you know, we shall see. But I think that's it for this vlog. I don't think I've got anything else to update you on. I'm just going to sit and read for the rest of the night, and because it is Halloween, I might put Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas on. We shall see. But that's it for this video. Give it a like if you like it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see this and talk about these, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.